If you don't believe that lost civilizations could have...
So a frail old man has been causing meltdowns in mighty China.
China is upset by the Dalai Lama's clear stand on his succession.
Last part about authority was
ये भैंस क्या खेल रहा है रेसिंग
Activate the button for upshift. No. Chat, I guess I'm on my tippy toes. No, GG. No, I can't do this. Guys, I'm on my tippy toes, man.
Of course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
You broke this shit, bro.
Bruh, quick! Styrofoam! I got it! I have my old styrofoam thing!
Some of the best modern films and shows explore identity. If you're anything like me, you'll have probably noticed a trend of films and streaming shows that are progressive in identity projection, but oddly morally empty. Think Emilia Perez, The Acolyte, Ironheart. These works weirdly center on characters who behave shittily, and yet are showcased and marketed, bafflingly, as heroes.
The reason why is because the people that write them are shitty, awful, annoying people. You used to watch movies and play video games to get away from annoying people like that in real life, but now those annoying people in real life have put themselves into video games and there's no escape.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Well, no. All we ever care about is good storytelling, and we don't like second-rate slop.
So, somebody said it's millennials? It is absolutely millennials. My generation is responsible for, I think, 90% of this.
Entertainment written by identity junkies. The difference is storytelling integrity. Does the film earn its insights, or just shovel them in?
I'm disappointed in your species.
At root, these stories often reflect a morally relativist worldview born from resentment, filtered through postmodern narrative structures, and decorated with progressive identity politics. A culture that wants to affirm identity, but has lost faith in shared ethics.
This is fine. This is a really good video already. Bro, he's cooking. Like, yeah, I think he's totally right about this. This is why also a lot of these movies and stories immediately fall off and they don't have any sort of like long-term relatability. Like nobody's going to go back in 10 years and watch any of these stories or watch any of these shows because they're just like, it's like McDonald's content.
I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
खेल रहे क्या तुम लोग? हेलो
फुल था
फुल है
अभी फुल है
ठीक है
अगले में आ सकते हैं तो आजा
ठीक है मेरे को बोल देना
हाँ ठीक
Ironheart, Riri Williams, who has an all-expenses-paid scholarship to MIT, somehow squanders all her opportunities, breaks the ethical code by selling academic work to other students, and then joins a criminal gang to make money for her own self-aggrandizement and prestige.
And this is the good guy?
And making an Iron Man suit. In Emilia Perez, the former cartel leader undergoes gender reassignment and reinvents herself, but the moral trajectory is confused. The redemption arc overlaps uncomfortably with the legacy of violence, and there's little appetite for genuine accountability. In The Acolyte, a coven of lesbian space witches try to live their lives, only for one of their ambiguously fertilized and birthed young twins to be separated by morally dubious Jedi. and then for one of the grown-up kids to fall in love with a psychopathic stranger who had earlier killed her friends and then go stone-faced and force choke her mentor to death.
This is being written by mentally ill millennials that are fucking addicted to SSRIs. And the reason why they write characters like this is because this is how they are in real life. They're putting themselves into the stories. But the problem is that when Tolkien put himself into a story, he was a soldier in World War I and he was a professor at Oxford. But when these people put themselves into stories, they are community college dropouts, and these things to one specific culture. Like, for example, a movie like Lord of the Rings, or a show like, you know, The Lion King, or I don't know, like any old like Gladiator, right? Like, this is something that could be enjoyed by like almost every, like Dragon Ball Z is another good example of this. All of these things can be enjoyed by generations of people worldwide. But whenever you create your identity and you create your struggle system around contemporary cultural identity politics, you limit the amount of audience that show can ever even appeal to in the first place.
Pretty. Well, it really puts perspective on things, doesn't it?
Not too much. There's too much fucking perspective now.
There's also an aesthetic layer, a kind of fashionable grimness. In these newer identity-driven narratives, moral ambiguity isn't used to interrogate the self. It's used to accessorize the self. It's a vibe. These characters are often written to be cool, edgy, or unapologetic. There may also be a deeper...
That's because the people that are writing them think that they are cool, edgy, and unapologetic. That's the reason why. It's because that's what they I was going to say that's what they are. That's not true. That's what they think they are.
Narcissistic investment in identity itself as a form of prestige or moral high ground. In this reading, a character's identitarian life becomes a kind of permanent rebuttal to the surrounding world. Therefore, their choices need not be judged by conventional standards. Identity becomes its own moral currency. To transgress is
so obnoxious.
Or you could watch Velma, a sweet old IP desecrating and shittily discombobulating identity farce used not for empathy or insight, but as a cynical shield for lazy writing and mean-spirited commentary, and which drowns in its own self-referential retarded disdain, uses identity politics.
This, by the way, is 100% written by millennials. This is a millennial show right here. There it is.
Politics as cudgel and gimmick, with a meta approach that comes off as snaring and self-loathing, failing both the source material and its new themes by being performatively edgy without any emotional anchor. Moonlight is a work of stunning emotional precision, a film that speaks in glances and silences as much as dialogue. What sets it apart as a treatment of identity is its quiet refusal to reduce its protagonist, Chiron, to a symbol. Black, poor, and gay, Chiron isn't a case study in intersectionality. He is a living, breathing character, shaped by circumstance, but not defined solely by it. The film's triptych structure, showing Chiron as a child, a teenager, and then a hardened adult, allows Jenkins to explore the tension between internal identity and external performance. What does it mean to grow up in a world that punishes softness in black men? How do you protect your sense of self in such a world? Jenkins answers these questions not with...
And you can see how kind of the difference with this is that, like, these are ideas and...
Let's roll. Terrorists win. That's a no. Come on, jump. Decoy. Laying down smoke. Throwing a grenade. Throwing fire. Flashbang. Fire in the hole. Grenade out. Incendiary out. Flashbang.
शॉट देखो रे लॉन्ग वाले
Roger that.
bomb drop
Incendiary out.
ए मैंने ए साइड
Deploying flashbang. Counter-terrorist win.
वादों से अपने मुकरता नहीं
Bingo, bango,
अरे
bongo,
माँ चुदी
bish,
बादशाह
bash,
बे
bosh.
माँ चुदी वादों से अपने मुंह करता नहीं रंडियों को पेलने से डरता नहीं बच्चा ओ बच्चा बच्चा ओ बच्चा बच्चा ओ बच्चा ओ बच्चा वादों से अपने मुंह करता नहीं मरने से मैं कभी डर
Let's roll.
वादों से अपने मुंह करता नहीं मरने से मैं कभी डरता नहीं बादशाह ओ बादशाह
Allez mes amis. Play lads. We're on.
mid second mid idiot Cian just walked bro खेलना है तो क्यों आते हैं?
Yo, Purple, why you gotta be so salty, bruh?
मादरचोद हिंदी में बोल.
For Queen Country, man.
Do you know English, bruh? No, you know English, bruh?
Deploying flashbang. Throwing smoke. Smoke.
कितने बॉट है?